it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. I am going through my stash and I found this little library kit. I don't remember ordering it, don't remember when it came or anything. But here I have this, it's called Knock Knocks personal library kit. And I have a ton of books and I definitely want to do a community library where it's like take one, return one, whatever. So you know, I'm going to put a little box out front, so maybe that's why I have this, but I have tons and tons of books that would make a great library. Like, there's so many novels and whatnot in my book collection, books that I'm not going to be taking apart for any paper crafting, but I guess that's probably when I purchased this, when I realized I have so many books. And I read a sign somewhere that says it's not hoarding if it's books, okay? So one day I'll show you my book collection, but yeah, that's probably why I have this. So what I've decided to do was grab one of those library pockets, and instead of making one myself, it's already pre-made. So there's the little pocket, and these can be made. I can, you know, give you the dimensions of, you know, how to make your own library pocket. It's basically a couple of score lines, cut away the excess, glue this on top of it, and you're done. And it has, like, you know, a little gusset on the sides here. So there's that, right? And all I've done was really ink around the edges just to amp it up a little bit, because these are pretty stark, plain Jane looking pockets. So here, I'll show you the difference between theirs and mine. Alright, so it's just amped up a little. Alright, so moving on. I found my pretty paper. This is my pretty paper. Okay, and I just ran some score lines through it, folding it where the design meets. So I just used the image on the back of this to determine where I'm going to put my score lines. No real measurements involved. If you have this paper, you can probably use the same score measurements that I used, but if you don't and you just have pretty paper, then go for it. All right, line it up on your scoreboard and score where you want the page to fold. This is a 12 by 7. So it was a 12 by 12, and I just cut off 5 inches off the bottom. So, and now I have that. I'm also going to, I'm going to use this in here. I'm going to take a piece of scrap. This is from another project. I don't remember what project it was from, but it's definitely a really cute complement to the pink of the inside of this paper. So this is a 5 by 8. That I just folded in half, single-sided cardstock, folded in half, and now I have a 5 by 4 sheet. So I'm going to score this to make some gussets on the sides of the pocket, which is what this will eventually turn out to be. Yeah, so let's just do that. All right, I don't even know what I'm making yet. Again, I just found my pretty paper, scored it. I'm going to probably get this library pocket in here somewhere, because I think it's a cute little, you know, enhancement or embellishment to that little folio that I'm gonna make. And let's just start scoring, making stuff. So it's 5 inches. I'm gonna score every 1/4 of an inch. So here's 1 gusset, and here's 2. Gonna make a little accordion pocket. I'm gonna rotate this so that I can score to my right, and again it's still 5 inches, so I'm gonna score at 4 3/4, and then a 1/4 inch over at 4 1/2. Okay, so now we have that. I'm going to cut this center piece off using my little Fisker's guillotine here. Just going to cut it right on that score line. Make sure it's all straight. And now we have 2 pockets. Okay, they're both 4 inches. And I'm going to use my 1 1/2 inch circle punch to make a little thumb notch. Try to get it as even as possible. Alright, now we've got that. So simple, guys. I mean, when you're just using your imagination, paper crafting is so simple. It's relaxing, and it's fun to do. I think I'm going to need one more score line, but I need to measure it. So let's see what we've got. This one, let's see, maybe I can fold this forward. Yeah, I did 0 measuring on this, so it's going to be what it's going to be. Again, when you just have an idea in your head but don't know where you're going with it, so, you know, it's just is what it is. So that's my little accordion, but I think it may be a little too big for this pocket. Let's see if it'll work over here. Again, these were just scraps that I had in my stash. I did not do any pre-measuring or predetermination as to where anything was going. This fits perfectly in here. So this is a 4 by 5, right? 5 by 4, okay. So this one's gonna have to get cut down a little bit because this pocket is, this side of the panel is a little bit smaller than the middle panel. So the 4 by 5 works fine here on this one. And okay, so let me just show you. I scored this, I double scored it, so to make a gusset. So I scored this 12 by 7 sheet at 3 3/4 right here, and then I scored it again at 4. Okay, so this is a 1/4 of an inch score mark that I made there. And then I just rotated my paper, all right, and I did the same thing. So 3 3/4 and 4. All right, so now we have that. And again, I just determined where my score lines were going to be based on the prettiness of the paper on the other side. That's all I've done. And that helps me to determine where my pocket is going to go. All right, so I have to fit it in between the 2 4 marks of my score lines. Okay, so that fits in there perfectly. But because I have no measurements for this side of the page, I'm gonna have to cut down this pocket. But to get it central where the thumb notch that I made, I'm just gonna cut off one of the score marks and go from there. Let's just see what happens. All right, we're playing with paper. Let's just see what happens. I can do a gusseted pocket and a flat pocket. Let's try that. No harm, no foul. So I'm just gonna cut down the score marks that I made there. All right, and cut off this side. Now we have a flat pocket. And to make this even more interesting, I'm going to cut this down to make it a smaller pocket so it'll fit right about there. Let's do that. I'm telling you guys, playing with paper is like so rewarding. It's just hearing the cut of the paper through the guillotine. It's just, sounds so great. I'm cutting this down to 2 3/4. Yeah, it was 4, and now it's 2 3/4. All right, and that's going to be my flat pocket for this side. And I have scraps left over. I can place a belly band up here. I can place a belly band over here on this panel just to keep it interesting. You know, it's paper. Let's play. So let's see now. So I have my little accordion pocket for the center. I can glue that down almost immediately. I have this other flat pocket for this side, and it fits right on there nicely. And now I have this little piece right here. I can round my corners on this, make a belly band, put my book, my library card thing over here, or I can put the belly band above this pocket. Let's just do that. I mean, looks great. So let me get my scoreboard out of the way. I will have to snip some more edges off because this pocket's a little wide, so we'll do that. And I'm just going to line up my accordion pocket within the gussets that I've made. I'm going to use some art glitter glue. Let's just get this stuck down quickly before I change my mind about any of it. And here we go. At the end of the day, it's all paper. Alright. I just need to wipe my art glitter glue tip. So I hope you guys are having a great day. It's Twisted Tuesday. No plans in mind. We're just going with whatever flows. And I'm glad my art glitter glue is flowing, because sometimes it could be a problem when the weather is not cooperating. So there is this. All right, now that's down. Just want to make sure that it's straight and it's adhered. Okay, easy peasy. Now we have a little pocket right there. Isn't that great? Okay, moving on to the next pocket. Now this one's going to go over here, but as you can see, it overhangs a little bit right there. Okay, I'm probably going to round the corners on this card, so let me do that first. Let me use my 7mm medium corner rounder. I think my We Are Memory Keepers corner rounder realized that it's easily replaceable, so it started behaving itself. When I pull out my other corner rounder, my We Are Memory Keepers corner rounder starts to act right. So now my corners are rounded on there. I'm just going to take a sliver off on each side just to you know, center up this this little flat pocket that I'm making. And by removing a sliver at a time, it may take you a little bit longer to create a pocket, but it'll get you just where you need it to be without removing too much. So that's perfect. I am going to, let me corner round this corner over here, so that'll fit right there nicely, and get some art glitter glue on it. I'm not doing any inking today. I think that my pretty paper doesn't need much inking other than the library card pocket that I stole from the kit. And just going to place this down right on the other score line just before it. Ooh, perfect. And that is how it's done. Really simple, really neat. So that folds over like that, that folds over like so, or it can go the other way as well. But this is the section that's so cute. I can pop this in the mail. This is now like, you know, really cute paper. I can put this right in the mailbox, send it to my mom with a, you know, couple of tags and some cute little things to go on the inside there. I'm going to cut off a sliver of this on here to make a little belly band. I'm also going to round the corners on here because I like the look of a rounded belly band. Alright. So there's that. I'm going to place it a little higher. just gonna add a little bit of art glitter on the sides here. And that's gonna go right about here. Perfect. Perfectly straight. All right, guys. This is turning out to be a really quick project. Sometimes Twisted Tuesdays are just what they are. It's just your twist on whatever you feel like doing. You know, you can follow along, craft along with me, and you know, just do your twist on it. So this corner of the library card needs to be corner rounded. Hopefully it'll fit in here and work. Let me take the card out. Nice. I like it. Ink this corner up a little bit. And that'll still fit down in there nicely. Alright, and this has adherence on here, so I'm going to try to use what is on here. I'm just going to peel away the little sticky covering. And there's two of them, top and bottom. Add a little art glitter glue around the edges. Okay. And voila, there we have it. Burnish that little pre-sticker that they put on there. And now you can keep track of like all the things that you've loaned out to people. You know, these library cards are really handy. You can, you know, I will get a stamp that says, you know, Chronicles of a Crafter on here, and see where that goes. But that's it, guys. This is all that I've done. I'm going to probably place a little piece of Velcro, little Velcro dot on here. I'll just put one here, and I will put one on the library pocket. Right there. Put a dab of glue where my fingerprint is to make sure that it does not lose its sticky. And voila. Alright guys, so I just grabbed some of my journaling cards and some tags that I have in my stash. And as you can see, this pocket is really deep. I can put lots of things in here. This is a Tim Holtz little journaling card from a package of journaling cards that I bought, which are all of these. Okay. And yeah, there's writing space on all of it. I found this little, it's like a scale, I guess, for like ferries, when you can put your vehicle on it. There's like a little scale that weighs the vehicles, you know, so there's not too much weight on a ferry going across the water. I think that would look really cute right here in this section. It's purple, it matches, you know. All right, I think I'll place that right there. I can even pop in a little brad. I'll find a brad to go in there. So let me just glue this down. I'll glue all around it with my glue stick without touching that little centerpiece. So let's see how that goes. This way, if I do decide to put a brad in, it won't have to fight against the glue. Alright. And I'm just going to place this centrally underneath my thumb notch. Okay. And then I just tucked in some other things behind my belly band. Some little ephemera. And here's my card for my library card. And the kit does come with a stamp. You can stamp dates and such on the library card, but I'm not going to do that at all right now. I am going to find a little sentiment to go right here, and I think I'm going to use one of my little cutouts or stamp on craft paper. I'm just going to cut one out. Or maybe I'll use just a note. I will attempt to round these corners, even though one of them is already it's already off off centered, but it's okay. Yeah, might pop that right there, right on top of my belly band. So, all right, guys, I think this is pretty much it. I think I'm going to leave you here. I hope you guys have a really, really nice day. Great day, guys. Do something fun. Alright, go out and do something great, or stay in and craft something great. Alright, I'll leave you guys here. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye.